Yeah, your boy gotta look good for y'all on cam, man. Yo, cause get what? I got some good news. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. When it comes to them child support orders, right? I done filed this sis, man. I don't know why people think I smoke weed. I do not smoke weed. Please stop thinking I smoke weed. Everybody, man, you smoke weed. You smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. I get drug tested for weed, y'all. Just so you know, I get drug tested through the military for weed. Just because y'all think I smoke weed, I don't smoke weed. I ain't gonna lie, make it look like weed and shit. Let me stop making y'all think that one thing or another about me. You know how sometimes you be saying one thing and that shit mean another, but other people can't get what you saying. It's like that. So now so y'all need to stop thinking I smoke weed. I don't. I don't smoke weed. Just so you know. This some tobacco back in the South. This is a South thing that we smoke. It usually come with like a red wrap on it. A red wrap, like a red leaf. A red leaf wrap. But it's a red leaf wrap, but tobacco. And this tobacco, believe it or not, this tobacco purple. And when you hit it, that shit'll numb your whole face up. It'll numb your whole face up. Trust me. If you ain't used to smoking this shit. But I could tell you this right here. It's a Colombian tobacco. You'll never if your family ain't from where we from, you won't see this. Straight up, you won't. That's why I was like, okay, this ain't no drugs, this ain't no super drug, this ain't no none of that shit. But what I was talking about child support, y'all, is just say for instance, with child support, this is how I do know how you really gotta get them now. This is what I do know how you gotta get them. You gotta go. I was doing research, and when you do your research with people, when you do your research on shit, make sure you do your research, y'all. How you do with child support, I'm gonna tell y'all this the remedy. How you gotta do it. Everybody keep thinking you gotta look. Don't go into state court with these motherfuckers. Do not go in state court with child support. Go straight federal, constitutional, the Supreme Court, right? But this, how you really get them. Anybody name on that child support document, that fake order, it's gonna have that fake order. Look, when you look at your paperwork, it's gonna say child support agent. It ain't gonna say court. Look, when you go down to your local court, go down there and ask them, do they got something against your name about child support? They gonna act like they don't know what the fuck you talking about. They gonna say, man, we ain't got nothing in here about no child support. So when you know, if you go to court and you do a crime, it would be in child support. It would be downtown. When you go to your local courthouse. Now go down there and see. When I went down there and seen that, right? Go, look, this is what you gotta do. Once you find their name on that order, go to a request of information. Go to your mayor office or go to your mayor office and get a request. Once you get a FOIA request for that person name acting as that agent or that government official, cause they ain't nothing but an agent. That's how you can sue child support. Get what? You ain't even got to take them to court. Once you get their bond certificate, look, once you ask who that person is and request for their information, get their bond certificate, name, and what company they from, get a letter and show these court cases and these laws that they fucked up with. Trust and believe me, you'll get that bond certificate. That motherfucker might be worth 50 to 100 bands. Demand relief. Get it all, y'all. Take it all. So where they can't even work in a child support agency at all. At all. Cause guess what? If your job don't want to help you do it, if your job don't want to help you, look, just tell your child support, just tell your job, look at the child support order. When you look at this fake ass order, look, this how you can tell too. If your job don't know about child support, right? If they don't know the math, cause 10 out of 10, they won't know this shit, y'all. I promise you they won't know it. Look, tell them to look at this shit. When they look at it, if it say agent and it don't say order, if they don't get it, don't say shit. Don't even be mad about it. Just say, hey, look, I explained it to them, boom. But I'm gonna tell you this, one more other thing with that fake ass order. It got Federal Consumer Credit Act on there. Once you go federal, see, child support is federal, right? Once you go federal, it's 25% of your disposable income. Your job is not going to look at those orders like they say they look at those orders. Oh, we looked at the order and we just signed it and just sent it off. You cannot do that. When you challenge your job to do that, to see that information, they have to bring that information up. Yes, they have to bring that information up. If they don't bring that information up, that's when you gotta not be getting mad, not trip. That's when you gotta go to the mayor's office. That's when you gotta do your research. Start researching how to go and get people bond certificate license. Once you start get they certificate of bonds and stuff, that's when you can once you learn how to get their bond certificate to their license to operate, you'll shut a lot of people down. Trust me. You ain't gotta argue with your job if they don't want to help y'all to about child support or nothing no more, y'all. It's true. I find it out. Yes. Yes, I thought you can do something about it at your job with child support. Your job ain't gonna know nothing about child support. Only thing you can do is you can state these certain things you can say. You can say the Federal Consumer Credit Act and look at the order. And then you look at the signature. If it ain't stamped or sealed by a judge, that order ain't valid. If your job don't know, your job don't know. You know what I mean? It ain't for you to like boast around about it. Only thing for you to do with child support, when you look at that name on that order, that's who you got to go after. And look, I'm gonna show you this right here. This is what most people think. Look, it's no immunity. I got this letter specially made for their ass. If you disrespect my constitutional right and think you're gonna get away with it, it clearly tell you right here, you do not have no immunity. These court cases state right here, it don't matter. And look, I'm gonna tell you this right here too, part two of that shit. Look, why they got this right here? Tell me why do you think they look, everybody been trying to see this document for 25 years for me. And I'm really exposing everything. See, hey, everybody on YouTube will tell you certain things. Look, I'm gonna break it down in the smallest, quickest way. Do this. Captains, chiefs, supervisor, employees, administrators, judges, captains, employees, supervisors, agents, administrators, everybody can go get it on this list. 200 grand, the minimum fine. Guess what? If you break the law, they're going to take your ass to jail. I promise you that. And guess what? I already got something made up for them. No immunity. If you think that you're going to trample over my shit, I ain't going to tell you. That one thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to argue with nobody about my shit. That one thing I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to do. I'm not going to argue with you. You think a wolf like me gonna argue? You can clearly tell in my eyes, my eyebrows, what I really would do to you. So just by being like physically, you already can tell what I do to you. But think about what I do to you on paperwork. I'm gonna slaughter you on paperwork. I'm slaughtering everybody on paperwork. That's why I say I don't give a fuck about none of that shit about child support. What they talking about? I never not once agreed to them. I never not signed none of that shit what they were talking about. Nope. I never signed shit. Nothing. I never signed no papers. I never did none of that shit for child support. And I'm telling y'all, look, when you go for child support, when child support coming at you, go and get that child support order and you look at that signature down there. Look, just get their fucking name and go to the mayor's office. Ask for a request of information. And guess what? I'm gonna tell y'all that look, they've been trying to see this letter for 25 years for me. You see this shit? It say captains, supervisors. It say the whole shebang on this motherfucker. It say the whole shebang, y'all. I'm telling you, they don't get no immunity. I ain't playing with them. And get what? I found out more information, y'all. The reason why I'm coming back on this channel, dropping y'all more information, because I got more heat for y'all. I got more heat. Really? If you go to state court, they kind of like fuck with the state courts. So just go federal with them bitches. Go federal, y'all. And learn the federal procedures when you go to court. So when you go to court, they already know. So you ain't gotta play with these folk. You ain't gotta play with these folk, cause once you got statutes and codes and all this shit on child support, man, they can't. Ain't no way they gonna be able to fight this shit, man. Like they said, Donald Trump already, him and Elon Musk already done added up those numbers. Them folk finna tear child support head off too. They finna lower all that shit. Y'all ain't finna be getting that money, y'all, through the marriages and all that shit. And y'all already got jobs and working. And y'all still want more money out of child support from other men. That shit ain't gonna go. I know somebody right now got a nice job and get child support from her baby daddy, and it's fucking crazy how much money she get from him. And I'm like, why would you get? How the fuck you even can? Oh, he agreed to it. Don't be a dumbass and agree to that amount, y'all. See, once you agree, that's when you fucking up. I ain't agreeing to nothing. I ain't agreeing to you to take my rights away. Who gonna agree to a motherfucker take their rights away? Tell me. Ask your job that same question. Ask your job. Do you want me to agree for them to take my rights away? Ask your job that shit. Tell me this. Would you want somebody to take your rights away from you? So ask your job, hey, do you want them to take my rights away or take all my money out my check and shit? Like, how the fuck do that sound? Even ask the police, do you want to take my rights away from me? Like, how do that sound like even asking a motherfucker some shit like that? Crazy. I ain't even playing. That's why I'm back on this video. That's why I'm dropping this heat for y'all. If y'all need documents, anything, and that secret banking account information, y'all, I got that information for you. Tomorrow, I'm gonna make copies. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show you can get on that secret banking account. You know how y'all get that 250,000 and you can walk in the bank and get that money? I got that step-by-step shit for that. And with child support, you know how you can easily sue them? Go and get the child support order. Go and get their name. Go to the mayor office. Submit a request of information and get their stocks and bonds. Once you get their bond license, like an insurance, you know, if somebody hit your car and you get their insurance information, it's the same way. Get that shit, and I guarantee you, the bitch on that order, and you start attacking their bond license, I guarantee you, they'll stop that bond. They'll stop all that whole ass shit that they doing. I promise you that. That's how I used to stop them judges, get them off the bench and shit. I used to get the motherfucker through off the bench. You want to be biased in my case? You want to have conflict of interest and acting like that I don't know? Just because you white and you think I'm black and you think I don't know, that's where you fuck up at. I love when you play with me like that. I love when you do that. Cause get what? When you don't do your background check on me beating cases, every case that I've been in, I don't beat them bitches. Tavares Johnson. I know some haters be looking at my channel. This specifically for you. Whatever you tell those people against me, then guess what? I'm gonna ask for a discovery. A discovery gonna tell me everything what your stinking ass said about me. The government or anybody said about me. Cause guess what? When you in federal court, you had a right to hear your accuser. So everything that anybody reported, said, I'm gonna know. And once I know, I'm gonna focus my ass on your ass too. So you fucking play. You play. You play with my life and liberty. You see this right here? Look, life and liberty, right? This what everybody have. Life and liberty. You cannot trunk over that. This is why I carry this around. See, people think they won't smoke with me when it comes to the Constitution. You don't want smoke with me. You think you won't smoke with me. You think you do. People been wanting to see this list for 25 years right here for me. Now I'm really exposing this shit. The minimum fine 200,000. And look, I already got them bitches right here. I already got them right here, y'all. Look, threatening for the license and all that shit. I went to jail. Get what? I went to jail, and guess what? Guess what? I told the probation officer people, look, this is how that shit work, y'all. Look, I was so gifted on their ass down there when they arrested me. Guess what? They won't arrest me no more. Guess what? They won't fuck with me no more. Let me tell you a story how I fucked them over. Look, y'all, look. This is Milledgeville, Georgia. This is really what they did to me, right? This arrested me. Check this out. Guess how I told them. I ate up their food for 30 days. Look, they kept me in jail for 30 days for suspended license on child support, right? Now I got them to the Supreme Court. Look, I'm going to take you to the Supreme Court, right? Look, check this out. I'm going to tell you this story right quick. When they arrested me for child support, right, this is what I did. I ate up their food for 28 days in jail, right? Thank you for the AC and the free food. I ain't even give a fuck because I had so much of weed, y'all. I had so much of weed that I could smoke for a full year. That when I was selling weed before I came back to Alaska. Now, this what happened to them stupid ass motherfuckers. I told them the police arrested me. Why the fuck I'm gonna be on probation and sign a third party contract? I'm not finna sign this shit. The lawyer, the public defender was arguing with me and the judge and the prosecutor and all them. The prosecutor was scared of me of Milledgeville, Georgia. Look, I got a case right here. There they go right here. You think I'm lying? Look, Milledgeville, Georgia. Look, you see this? They don't fucked up too. They don't fucked up too. Child support. And they keep saying, look, when I went to that child support court, look, before I went in the child support thing, the fucking child support man, administrator or something, cussed me out in front of a black girl and a black dude, right? And I was like, wow, you cussed me out in front of them. And they were so scared. I guess they worked with them. They was some Uncle Tom down in that small hick town. I don't give a fuck. They ain't have to be on my thing. Y'all live there. Y'all work there. I was just fucking a bitch down there. My girl lived down there. You know what I'm saying? My girl lived down there. And them motherfuckers thought that you were going to trample over my rights. I was like, who the fuck is these folk think they is? Bitch, you're done. Once y'all get information like this, I'm telling you, this shit is real about me. Look, Milledgeville, Georgia. Look, I ate up their food for 28 days, chilled in their AC. I told them, I ain't signing no fucking thing. Or if you don't sign it, there's 6 months. Okay, so look, they made me sign this shit. I made them say, I put it on the record, hey, y'all making me signing this paper on the threat. Hey, you gonna give me 6 months? They told me if I don't sign it, they'll give me 6 months in jail. Cool, you could have gave me the 6 months. But the point was, I got on probation. They were talking about drug tests and all this shit. Guess what? I didn't even take a drug test. Why I'm gonna take a drug test just because I'm on probation? Look, that's how they do y'all. When you get locked up for suspended license, right? You get locked up for suspended license. Guess what? Don't sign. Look, when you go to court with the public defender, this how I'm gonna show you. Look, they arrested me right here with the real deal. But look, captains, agents, supervisors, whoever the status. Guess what? They already knew not to fuck with me. But once they arrested me, y'all, they arrested me. I didn't sign that paper, right, to be on probation. And then they made me sign the paper, and I told them, okay, for the record, y'all make me sign it, right? So when they made me sign this shit, right? Check this out. They told me when I got on probation, I'm gonna be they told me when I got on probation for child support, right? For suspended license. Do you know that when you get arrested by the police for suspended license, right? And you get on probation for anything, just like if you selling drugs and you get on probation, you ain't gotta sign that shit. It volunteer. It tells you volunteer for a third party contract. Guess what? I told them if I get drug tested for some shit that didn't have nothing to do with them, I'ma sue them. Do you know they didn't drug test me, y'all? They did not drug test me. They didn't drug test me. Look, they got me for suspended license. I was on probation. They drug tested me. They couldn't do shit. I told them. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. Just look at your child support document. I ain't even saying their orders no more. Look at the child support agent documents. Once you see child support agent, they can be sued. Look, people have been trying to see their list for 25 years. The minimum charge is 200 grand. Look, I'm gonna show y'all kind of close, cause y'all really need to see that shit. Yep, I ain't playing. They can look at my YouTube. You can run and tell whoever you want to tell on everything. You done now. You done. I got the right information to go in there and zoom in on y'all ass. Now, what I got now, anybody that put their name on those child support documents, I got to go in there like a missile. I'm going to go in there and zoom in and go in there and hit your ass. Yep. Got him, y'all. Got him. Once I get the information on you, ain't nothing else gonna stop me from knocking your head off. Nothing. Yep, ain't nothing gonna stop me from knocking your head off when I go to court with you. But I found out the way how you take child support to court, y'all. You know how you take them to court? You find their name on that document, you go after their bond certificate. You strip them of their benefits first. You strip them of their insurance where they can't operate like a car. You know, if a car, just say a person that get in so many car accidents and they won't give their ass no insurance no more. It's the same way with child support. Go after that agent, y'all. Whoever signed their name on that shit, that fake, look, they ain't even child support orders. Just call it child support agent paperwork. Just call it paperwork now. Don't even call that shit orders no more. It's stupid to say order because when you look at it, it say agent. Child support agent sending fake orders to your job, and your job ain't even verifying this shit. Straight up, they ain't. That's why everybody mad and pissed off about that shit. I'm not mad and pissed off. I just get your information and then I go and research that shit and I go and do my due diligence, and then that's who you go and get. Your job ain't got nothing to do with it. Your job totally ain't got nothing to do with it. But what your job gotta do, when you challenge your job, they gotta produce that information. If they can't produce that information, they'll tell you too, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Yes, you can be liable too. They call negligent to protect act. Yes, that's a true. It's true. If you don't believe me, look it up. Everything. Look, negligence to protect act. 200,000. I'm not lying. I can't make this shit up. But you got people think they know shit. So hey, if you think your ass know, all right. All I know that get with, I'm going. Whoever name on them documents, I ain't even talking. I'm not talking. I'm just saying. For what? What the fuck I need to talk about? I'm just saying. I mean, hey, you think you know, you know. When you think you know, you know, you know. I just only give people knowledge and information. I'm not a lawyer. I advise anybody, I tell anybody, I'm not a lawyer. Just because I'm coming up with information that I research on, if I can come up with this information and research this, how other people can research and know the same shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get mad about, at my job, due to child support, you like any document, they you can challenge that shit. And I tell anybody, man, you need to challenge y'all. Y'all need to challenge that shit, man, because they ain't even orders. It just agent cast as fake orders. Agents. And I want to know how the hell you can produce fake agent paperwork like that. That impersonating a government official. I'm gonna get their ass for that too. Yep. I'm gonna get their ass for impersonating government official. I promise you that, y'all. I'm gonna document every day. Look, I'm gonna even go extra hard. I'm gonna go outside of the scope or the reach. Like they be going outside scope or the reach of child support. Y'all, I'm finna go outside. I'm finna go so fucking hard every single day. I'm gonna drop a fucking video and I'm gonna show you proof. Every single day I'm gonna drop a video. I ain't gonna put nobody's name in it. But whoever name on a document, your name will be blasted. Yeah. I'm gonna personally make a picture of your ass. I'm gonna make pictures of these government officials, y'all. And I'm gonna start exposing them. You know how some of them YouTubers be putting their faces up there and all that type of shit? I'm doing that for everybody in Anchorage, Alaska. I'm gonna put a picture up for the Deputy of Child Support Agency. Fake documents that they giving people jobs to do child support. Yeah, we finna do the whole thing on my channel. I'm exposing crooks, thieves, and all. I'm telling you. I'm going after your bond license. I'm not playing. I'm going ham. And look, even more thing. If y'all want that $250,000 document so where you can go in there and get that free money, I have that too for y'all. But you're gonna have to pay a little money for that too. Because guess what? That came at a cost for me. That really came at a cost. And I'm only giving it to y'all because y'all on my channel. And look, I can go on my channel and start selling it. I can go to everybody who subscribed to my channel and hit them with that information. But I ain't doing that. I'm telling anybody on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, looking out for my channel. One dude gave me motivation. He said, bro, you keep on with these videos, your shit gonna get paid, bro. You gonna lock in, bro. Like my shit starting to get up there. I'm starting to get heard. I'm starting to get more subscribers. Once I start to get more subscribers, y'all know I'm banging out them videos. It's like 2-3 o'clock. I'm banging out a video and then I gotta go to work. So if I'm up early in the morning doing research, but they ain't finna stand no chance. I ain't playing with their ass. When you work hard for something and somebody try to take it away from you and you don't fight, you a bitch. You a straight up bitch. You is not no real American. You are not no man. You ain't standing up for your own self, your kids, you just not real. You need to take your ass somewhere else. You need to go and live in the motherfucking countries then. Because there's no handouts around here. So how the fuck you think you're gonna take something else for somebody else? Nobody ain't giving out free handouts. You ain't digging in my pocket no more. I'm the last motherfucker whose pockets you gonna dig out. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. I want you to flip it, rewind it, look at this shit. I'm going after everybody bond licenses. Yeah. You put your name on that paperwork, I got you. And get what? When they refuse to give it up to me, that even better. When they refuse to give me your information, that even better. Just so you know. I love when they refuse. I love when they refuse. When people refuse to help you, that's when you know you're right. Just so you know. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give y'all 30 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all 30 minutes of real shit every day. And it's like going on 2, 3 o'clock over here in Alaska. But yeah, look at the video. They mad. See, they mad. They think I'm gonna come to court like that. I'm not gonna come to court like that. Yep. I see where the hate lies at now. From now on, I'm just gonna start coming on my channel like that. From now on, with child support, y'all done. You don't fuck with the wrong motherfucker. Trust me, I'm finna script everybody down. When I'm telling you, I'm scripting everybody down bone for bone, point for point, like a dope fiend want every dime you give him on the scale. Cooking crack on the scale, they want it. We cooking crack today, baby. It's 2 or 3 o'clock, bro. And I'm telling y'all, I'm dropping y'all videos to the point. Oh, these videos gonna start. They gonna start researching. They gonna start hitting their ass in Alaska. Cause I'm gonna start making these shit known in Alaska now. I'm gonna make it known that you're done. Your ass is finished in every way. You can say whatever procedures you want to say. Guess what? You can't beat these procedures. I don't give a fuck who you is. Sir, ma'am, child support agent, or agent, whoever. Whoever want the smoke. Whoever want the smoke. You can tell them agents, you can say whatever. I'm gonna know all the information anybody say on me about everything, anything and everything. I'm gonna know anything you say about me. So go ahead, report this video, say whatever you want to say behind my back. Don't matter. Don't matter. It don't even matter, cause you already know I'm gonna splat them. I'm gonna splat shit. You know I'm gonna splat shit. Come on now. Y'all know I'm a splat shit. Don't play with your boy. Please don't play with your boy. You don't want to play with me. You know how I'm doing it. You know how I'm motherfucking doing it. You heard me? You already motherfucking know. I ain't even playing. Y'all got me up late night studying and everything. I'm glad, you know what? I'm glad that I'm getting up every night to study like this. I'm glad y'all looking at my YouTube page. I'm glad bitches gave up on me. I'm glad everything. But I can tell you this, child support, y'all done fucked up. And I'm going to teach people how to sue child support. I'm going to teach any and everybody. And look, you know that secret banking account? I'm going to teach y'all how to get that money too. I'm going to come up with that document this weekend for y'all. That's going to be my special for the weekends. Get that free money. But I ain't going to give y'all all the information for it. I'm going to give you a taste of that $250,000 document this weekend. So y'all need to stay in tune for that document. Today, we're going to be talking about just child support and how you go and sue them. You know how you sue them without going to court? Easy. Simple, easy now. A couple of steps. I'm not going to be like those YouTuber guys faking you, making you pay money. Guess what? Hit my phone at 907-615-1316. You know what? Better yet, you know what? I got something for y'all. Since they don't pushed it to the limit, since they pushed it to a limit now, we finna do it like this. Since they don't pushed it to a limit, yeah. Since you want to play with me, y'all got my phone number. This my cell phone number. This personally, my cell phone number. If you want to learn how to beat your case, you want to learn how to get that secret banking account money. Now I'm finna really show you power now. I'm finna show y'all power now. I'm gonna show you, get what? How hard my channel go, who all fucks with me. And when I show y'all how to beat child support without even going to court and suing them, you'll thank me. You'll love me. You'll love me later. I'm giving y'all free game, you know what I mean? They don't push me to the point that I don't wrote my number down on the internet. So you already know I want all smoke. I want all smoke. Yeah. I want all smoke now. I ain't even playing. I'm going to show y'all a simple way to go and get that shit and go and just get money. I ain't going to be like, look, I know a lot of YouTuber people going to be mad. Man, you giving away all the secrets. And I know a lot of YouTubers going to be mad at me about giving y'all all that free game. But get what? This straight, you see what y'all see what's in my face. Y'all got my number. If you want to learn how to get that secret banking account, 250,000. I got the step by step. I got the document for you. Guess what? I ain't gonna explain it to you. I can just send you that document. You got my number. You know what I'm on. Guess what? If y'all want to learn how to sue child support, get what? You ain't gotta go to the court and sue them. It's a simple way. Just go to the mayor's office and you ask for a request of information and get that shit. That's it. You got my number. You know what to do. If you want to win and you want to fight back and y'all getting tired of getting disrespected, you want them to put respect on your name. Man, they're gonna put some respect on your name now. What time it is? Yeah. I'm at 30 more minutes, y'all. Hey, for the motherfucker to put some respect on y'all name, bro, they drove me into doing this, so I put my number there. If y'all want all smoke, bro, trust me. If you really want to sue them without going to court, simple. If you want to sue child support without going to court, it's simple. You got my number, hit me up. I ain't like all the other YouTubers. They gonna be mad as fuck though. They can be mad. I got that money. I got the secret banking account. I'm the only motherfucker that know that move right now. I'm the only person that know these moves. I ain't scared. I want all smoke. I want all smoke. Get what? If y'all want that document for the 250,000 in your name in that secret banking account, hit my number. We'll talk. We'll talk for a fee. I ain't gonna charge you for no consultational and all that. Look, you cash out me, I send you the document. Simple as that. You cash out me, I send you the document step by step. You can get that. Look, you can get that free $250,000 step by step. Everybody keep lying about it on YouTube. Guess what? I ain't gonna lie. If you want to learn how to do child support, sue them without going to court, I got that too. Guess what? I'm finna do that shit too. And I'm documenting this shit every day. So I ain't playing with them. I won't smoke. My number there, y'all see. I ain't playing. I'm accepting all clients now. Yep. I put my number back on it. You see, when I put my number back up here, that mean I want all smoke. That mean all my documents legit. I got all the documents to this right here. And guess what? And guess what? Now, since I know how to get the 250 grand, that's included in the package. Y'all got my number. You got my number. You know what to do. Stop playing with me. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, don't let them folks sit there and tell you it ain't best for you to go to court. Child support threatened me and told me that shit. He was like, it ain't best for you to go to court. I remember he told me that shit. I remember child support told me it ain't best for me to go to court. Oh, it ain't best for me to go to court? I want all smoke then, bitch. It ain't best. Okay, well, bitch, you ain't gonna help me? The fuck? Somebody that ain't best. Alright then. I'm in the Supreme Court, I'm gonna see what type of best you mean. And that threat you said that it ain't best for me to go to court, I'm gonna bring that shit up too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This the letter they really scared of, y'all. This the letter they really scared of, y'all. The letter right here. They really scared of that letter right there, y'all. Y'all got my number right there. If you want to know how to sue child support without going to court, it's simple. It's real simple. You know what? I did it in Millersville, Georgia. Google my name, Tavares Johnson, in Americus, Georgia, and Millersville, Georgia. Look, they've been wanting to see this list for 25 years, y'all. I'm going to show y'all this too. Look, government, captains, chiefs, agents, whatever, supervisors. Guess what? They charge all the way up to 200 grand. If they disrespect you, hey, you want some? Look, if they disrespect them, just make them pay, y'all. Don't even fight. Don't argue. Put the black and white on them. You got my number. You got my number. You want to get that secret bank account money too? That come with this package deal that I got for y'all. And then letter, I'm gonna give y'all that letter too. Everybody keeps saying, look, this how bad the trolls is. They mad about that one letter talking about it won't work for y'all. Look, you dumb motherfuckers. Anybody know you do got established jurisdiction, subject matter jurisdiction when you go to court with child support. But the thing is about this letter, fucking fools, it's a Supreme Court ruling. It don't matter. They can't overturn this no matter what. They can die and live a million years from now. Guess what? This letter's still gonna be here. This constitutional case still is a landmark case. I got several landmark cases over here. Look. I got plenty child support cases right here. This Fitzgerald, all that. Look, I still got more support on child support cases, Supreme Court ruling. Don't think that one letter that I got right there is just what everybody keep hating on. That one letter, that ain't shit. What y'all really need, you really need to know agents, captains, supervisors, administrators, all of them, 200 grand. That's the one you really need. You need this one. You really need this. I throw that in there for y'all for a bonus. Yeah, I'll do it for you. Y'all got my number. Hey, y'all got my number. If you want to beat child support, you want to do that, look, you really need this list right here. Cause look, when you see captains, chief, agents, administrators, you see all them? And you'll know that I ain't lying. Just know, look, if you don't believe me, just look at this information that I got there. If you don't believe me, that's all I can say. I ain't gotta sit up here and be one of them YouTubers trying to convince you or nothing. Y'all got my number. Get at your boy. And, look at the number, 907-615-1316. 907-615-1316. TJ, if y'all really want to know how to beat child support, and this the list everybody been trying to see for me for 25 years. Look, it got agents, employees, administrators, everybody, child support. It got it. I got that real procedures to bust their head. Look, you ain't got to take them to court no more, y'all. You ain't got to take them to court. That's crazy. You ain't got to take them to court. If y'all want to get that 50 to 100 bands from them, easily, just hit your boy. 907-615-1316. Look, I ain't going to be like them other fucking YouTubers. It be like them other YouTube guys. Hey, pay for subscriptions and pay for these documents. Bro, I ain't even got to do that. Look, I'm going to show y'all that. Look, don't go nowhere yet. Hold on. Let me show you that. I'm going to show you that right quick. Look. This the book. Look, hold on. Just to make it crystal clear, these are the procedures. They can't even beat that. I ain't seen nobody yet to beat that. Google my name with every case. And put some respect on my name too. Look, you can't even beat these procedures. This is a whole 261 page. You cannot beat these procedures. Look, you can't. Look, foreign banks. This bitch got foreign banks and all this shit. I can teach you how to go in there and get that 250 grand. I got the document in here. Look, I got the document in here. You can go and get the look. Everybody keep wondering how to get the money. Guess what? It's easy. I see how the feds get the money. Once you make that little LLC, that's cool. But you gotta open up DTA's accounts and shit like that. They don't tell you about that. You gotta put the money on. Look, when y'all get that money, right? It be sitting there for you to get it, true. But you gotta move that shit to like some type of account. They give you the green light, and then you can go to the bank and get that money. They ain't telling you that. Y'all got my number, man. Look, I'm standing on business. Child support, y'all done fucked up. I'm helping everybody now. I'm back on that bullshit again. I want all smoke. I'm back on helping everybody. 907-615-1316. 907-615-1316. And if y'all want to know how to get that special money, I got it. I ain't gonna be like all them YouTubers. Look, my page, I'm gonna tell you this. My page ain't even monetized. I ain't even getting paid for this shit. What I'm doing, I'm just automatically giving it to y'all. Look, child support play with me, y'all, so I want all smoke with them. They want to say this and that, I'm gonna show your ass sovereign citizen shit. You want to play with me, I'm gonna show you. I got the real procedure. Yeah, I got the book. Look, tell me this. What fucking book? Look, tell me this. What book gonna show you shit like this? It said banking foreign instructions and shit. Like, you is not finna see no shit like this. You are not finna see that shit. You are not seeing that. You ain't. That's why I told you. If y'all want that free money, I know how to go and get that money now. I ain't gonna do like all them YouTube people, fake you out, make you buy this. Call my number, get what? I'm gonna show you how to go in there and sue child support without going to court. And look, when you sue them, right? When you sue them and get they fucking money from them, then take their ass to federal court. Look, don't go to state court with child support. Just go to federal or constitutional court, Supreme Court. But look, you can sue them without even going to court first. Y'all got my number right there, 907-615-1316. Child support done fucked up, y'all. And this list right here for 25 years, people been want to see. You know what this shit say? Captains, agents, administrators, employees, supervisors, chiefs, whoever in power, guess what? The minimum fine is $200,000. Look, What they say? No immunity. They ain't safe, y'all. Hey, they operate with bond license. Once you get the bond certificate license, oh boy, they're just like, you know how you driving a car and you got insurance and you don't have insurance and you driving out here? Okay, think about human beings driving out here in the real world, crashing out on people, taking their rights. Okay, you better have good ass insurance playing with me. So guess what? Now I put my number back up here. I'm like the Jason of YouTube. I'm coming to kill every fucking body now. Yeah, I ain't playing. That's why tomorrow I'm gonna have that document for y'all to go and get that 250 grand. Tomorrow, stay tuned. Please stay in tune this weekend. Please, every live that I do, look, I ain't even getting paid. When my shit get monetized, trust me, bro, when my shit get monetized, get what? When y'all look at my live, once I say, hey man, I see these many people on my live, give me your cash out. I'm gonna cash up y'all money off the rip. Cause get what? I'm gonna be rich, cause I'm gonna sue the fuck out of them. Every YouTuber ain't going hard as me. That look, they think they going hard as me, but they're not. I got the real procedures. I know, look, what procedure telling you about banking? Banking shit. What procedure telling you about banking shit? You ain't gonna find that book. You ain't gonna find that book on the internet. If y'all thinking you gonna find that book on the internet, you ain't gonna never ever find this book on the internet. Cause guess what? This guy who gave me this book, he worked for the White House. He an old guy, he died. And guess what? His friend recently got in contact with me, right? This the letter everybody hating about too, y'all. Hey, they trying to push an agenda about this letter. Everybody know child support is unconstitutional. Look, child support is unconstitutional. We already know this. It's a Supreme Court ruling. But they mad about this one letter right here, y'all. They mad about this one letter. But y'all got my number. If y'all want to get that free money and sue child support at the same time, go. Y'all want smoke and y'all want them to put respect on your name like Birdman, put some respect on your name. Well, get what? You see what type of movement I'm pushing. Yeah, y'all done fucked up. I won't smoke with everybody now. I ain't playing. I'm telling you, I'm bringing a whole shebang down now. This shit like a movie. This shit like I'm telling you, this shit like a real horror movie. I'm like Jason on YouTube now. I'm telling you, when I'm telling you, I'm finna focus all my energy and help everybody. You got my number right there. I swear. You donate your boy some money, it's gonna be worth. I'm gonna give you way more than what your money worth. But I'm telling you, I'm bringing everybody down. I'm telling you. I won't smoke with every government official. Every bitch sign your name on a dotted line. Trust and believe me. This is the list they've been trying to see for 25 years right here. I'm going to put that in there in the package for y'all too. I'm going to throw it in there. Look. And I got something special for their ass. When they think they got immunity and you sign these special contracts and all this shit, y'all got my number, 907-615-1316. I want all smoke with them. I'm going to teach y'all how to go in there and just sue their ass. Get them out of there. Just get them out. You ain't got to go to Supreme Court now. These motherfuckers lying to y'all on YouTube, bro. I ain't got time for that shit. Get what? I checked y'all out on YouTube. Bro, it's only a Last Street TV. All my subscribers want resorts. Everybody want to know how to sue child support. Everybody want to know how to go in there and get that secret banking account money from your social security number when everybody mom and dad was a slave. When your mama and daddy was a slave, guess what? It don't matter if you white or black. What y'all failing to realize what the government do. They put your dumb ass in there as to put you in there as a job, and you trying to protect. You think you protecting the government when you hurting your brother, sister, or cousin, or somebody else, mom or dad. That's all government do. They give somebody else a job, they're hired to be a fucking player hater on your rights. That's all they do. They just like a bad girlfriend. A bad girlfriend break up. But y'all got my number. If y'all want to get that free money and that document, tapping that secret banking account, guess what? What they ain't telling you how to get the free money, I figured it out. I got it step by step. When the dude gave me the information, I knew he worked for the White House. Because guess what? When I got this information, y'all, only White House information know this shit. So if I'm telling you this and it's legit, and people on YouTube getting stuck, getting this money and shit, that's why y'all fucking up at. You gotta open up a DTA. Yep. That's how the feds getting that money out of them. You know how they say they got multiple accounts and people names and this and that? I see how they did it. But guess what? Somebody from the White House sent me that list. I'm gonna help everybody. You got my number right here. And look, this the list they've been wanting to know for 25 years, y'all. Agents, administrators, supervisors, captains, they all can be sued. Yes. They ass can be sued. They can go by them fake ass contracts they can don't sign behind your back. Cause guess what? If they didn't explain nothing to you, that shit is void. So they can do all these secret contracts behind your back, y'all. Trust and believe you me. Call my number. Google my name, Tavares Johnson. Every case will beat. You can't tell me shit. My case will beat. Can you beat your case? If you can't beat your case, hey look, y'all got 4 more minutes. I'm only gonna do an hour with y'all. 4 more minutes, baby. 4 more minutes. I'm telling you. They done fucked up. I'm gonna teach you to put some respect on my name. I'm gonna teach your ass. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you in every way to the point that I already know them trolls gonna look at this page. I know you're gonna look at it, but when you call my number and you realize you can go in there and get that 250,000, salute me then. You know what I mean? Shit on them, shit on their ass like that. Then I'm gonna teach you how to go and just sue child support without even going to court. Most people don't even know that. I'm gonna teach y'all. See, on my other YouTube page, they shut that bitch down. Look, I ain't even monetized, and I'm giving y'all my number. Everybody don't do that on YouTube. That's how you know I want all smoke. That's how you know my shit so official. I ain't playing. Look, it's 57. Y'all got 2 more minutes. It's on 58. I'm gonna give y'all, an hour. I'm just giving y'all an hour. Y'all need to look at this whole video, rewind it back. If you ain't seen everything that I said, please look at it. They mad about this one case, y'all. In one case, that Supreme Court ruling said it unconstitutional. People be talking about this or that. Yes, once you put this Supreme Court rulings in it, challenge their subject matter jurisdiction, they will lose instantly in court. And look, when you go to court, don't talk about nothing else. Talk about jurisdiction first. They can't have subject matter jurisdiction over a human. Our agency can't. And when they play with you, guess what? When I send you that list, just sue them right off the bat. When I send you that list, sue them right off the bat. And look, I'm going to tell you, I got so many violations, it'll be like up to 800,000. When it be 800,000, what you think the number good for y'all to settle with? Just say for instance, they violated you for 200,000. How much of that 200,000 you want? Just tell me. Make up a number like they do in this situation. Just make up a fucking number. If you want 150,000, cool. But if you want 200,000, tell them I want it all, bitch. That's what you do. Y'all got my number right there, 907-615-1316. I'm back on that bullshit. Yeah, I want all smoke now. Yeah, y'all done fucked up. I'm bringing everybody down. Everybody. I swear. I put it on everything I love. Y'all ain't got nothing but a couple of more minutes, man. But hey, Peace out, man. Hey, stay in tune for that secret document. Don't miss out on that shit. Hey, I want it. Hey, I'm working on my shit now. Peace out. Shit.